Hello, and welcome to Teaching Subject Mastery 2, Continuous Assessment Task Part 2, Section A, Multimedia Presentation. This slide will be based on the Renaissance. It will give an in-depth summary on the subject and a summary on a teaching plan for a second year history lesson. Student number 400087771. Hello, and welcome. The learning intentions of this sample lesson are to understand the meaning and significance of the word Renaissance, to understand the significance of the Renaissance period in regards to culture and art, to recognise and examine the role of wealth and trade within the Renaissance, and to critically examine a Renaissance painting both independently and within a group. The reason I chose the Renaissance period for this assignment is because it is one of the most famous eras in European history. Renaissance art is one of the biggest tourist attractions in the world. However, it is difficult to pick a learning method that will show students the significance and beauty of this era. In this lesson, I will use visual, oral, and kinesthetic teaching methodologies so that the students can receive a deeper insight and understanding to this period. However, certain concepts of this topic can be difficult to grasp. These concepts are key influencers of the Renaissance and why the Renaissance began in Italy, and how to differentiate art between the Renaissance and the Middle Ages. The reason I chose the activation of prior knowledge and use of metacognitive learning. At the beginning of the lesson, I will ask the students a series of questions to activate their prior knowledge. These questions will be such as first thoughts upon the mention of the word Renaissance and the meaning of the word Renaissance. Where has the student seen Renaissance work previously? And why do the students think it is important to study this period? Activation Teaching about historical events, it is very important to outline the definition of the event to students. This will make it easier for them to understand the significance of the event. When teaching about historical, introducing students to the background of the Renaissance will enable them to connect this period to other significant periods in European history. For example, the Reformation. Introducing the introduction of humanism will allow students to understand difficult concepts of this topic, such as why the Renaissance started in Italy and how it was influenced. The Medici family are significant to this topic as their wealth and influence upon Italy encouraged the spread of the Renaissance. Their patronage for Renaissance artists, architects, and scientists are what made the Renaissance as famous as it is today. We will now take a look at significant members of the Medici family and their influence on the Renaissance. Before going any further with this topic, it is important to include reflection in the lesson. This avoids any difficult concepts becoming more complicated for the students, and it also gives time for questions. At this part, I am going to ask the students why they think wealth helped spread the Renaissance and helped influence the Renaissance. Students will be given a couple of moments to do this, and then after this, I will ask them individually their answer. I will write a mind map up on the board and write each student's answer on the mind map. Then the students and I will collectively discuss and examine each answer. Before going forward, I will now outline painting before the Renaissance. Features of pre-Renaissance paintings are lack of colour, unrealistic figures, and painting with egg yolk and powdered colours. This will benefit students in the following exercise. In groups of four, students will be given 5 minutes to distinguish the difference between a painting from the Middle Ages and a painting from the Renaissance. The groups will have a combination of both strong and weak students in order to create appropriate educational interaction. After this activity, each group will call out their answer. By carrying out this activity, I will be able to assess the students' understanding of the topic so far. The students will interact and learn from each other, which will benefit both strong, average, and weak students in the class. However, it is important to highlight the correct answers to students while carrying out group activities. Therefore, there is no misunderstood concepts or confused minds in the classroom. However, it is conclude, we will now summarise the teaching methodologies in this presentation. Prior knowledge is welcomed through a series of questions in the beginning of the lesson. This will make the topic more appealing to students and provide them with a head start to the lesson. Students are given time for reflection. This will give them the opportunity to prepare any necessary questions. Group activities not only encourage class interaction and peer teaching, but also allow the teacher to assess the students' understanding and knowledge of the topic so far. The topic is ended with a humorous video to create a positive mindset for the next lesson. Thank you for watching this presentation. I hope you enjoyed it.